And I know y'all are probably thinking, this ain't Inside Steppin'. Well, guess what? It's not. You know why? Because, I'm sorry, this ain't the Black Factor. Inside Steppin' is back. We back, y'all. After a long hiatus, and we are now post-COVID. Kind of post-COVID, but not really. Y'all know what it is. But we're going to get back into the Steppin' things with this show, and we're going to talk about the usual stuff, the politics, the people, the events, and we're going to discuss it on a reasonable level, on a level that, everybody can kind of sink their teeth into. We're going to continue to educate and bring the right information to the game so that, a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about Steppin', but that's what Inside Steppin' is for. We're here to iron all of that out. So we're back once again after about a year, actually. I think our last show was last March or April. But like I said, y'all, we back. So let's get this party started and hang 10. All right, y'all. So check this out. We got a special guest coming on the show tonight, and we're gonna kick this thing off big. We got a special guest. Steppin' Royalty will be in the building tonight. And speaking of Steppin' Royalty, I got a couple of fly DJs in the studio with me tonight. I got DJ Mello. Give DJ Mello a hand. DJ Mello. Chicago's own right here in San Antonio. And I got DJ Wajid Muhammad, the mix master, is in the building. Now a resident of San Antonio by way of Las Vegas, Chicago native, of course. And of course, we're in here talking about that old school, them things that some folks just ain't gonna understand. But that's okay though, because we're gonna help you out with it. We're gonna make it do what it do, y'all. We are definitely gonna make it do what it do. So in the meantime and in between time, let's get this thing started. And I'm gonna introduce you all. Most of y'all already know this fella, but I'm gonna introduce him to the rest of y'all that don't know this fella. And if you don't know this fella, you're gonna know him by the time we get done today. My man, Tony, Brick Chef. You're Brick Chef. Brick Chef Bowen, my man, is in the building. We here to chop it up with y'all. Tony, uh-oh. We don't have no sound. I don't know. Oh, man. That ain't gonna work. Let's see. That's on your end, Tony.
I got you. We here.
There he is. My man.
We here.
How you feeling there, sir? You good over there?
I'm good. I'm 1-2 good.
My man, that's a good thing. So, Tony, I gotta let me start by saying, let me begin with you on one thing that's very important. The shutdown, get down is real. All right. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who've been under a rock, I want y'all to understand the community service that this man has provided for all of us for over the last year. Now, when this pandemic kind of kicked in, they put us all on lockdown and said we couldn't go nowhere. My man, Tony Chef Bowen, got in the lab, and I say about 11, 12 o'clock at night, about 10, 11, 12, he started playing his music. And he would play his music sometime all the way till 6 in the morning. And for those of us who could hang because we didn't have nothing else to do, we sat there and listened to his music, and we talked to everybody from across the country, and we had a fantastic time. Tony, I personally want to thank you for doing that, man. That take a hell of a lot of work and a lot of patience and a lot of damn dedication. You got my hat's off to you, man. I don't even know what else to say about it. You did that.
I appreciate that. Hey, that was God's work. Man. I just followed the plan. That's all. It was a rough beginning for all of us. It was something, even me. And it's like, what we gonna do? People were scared. We was going through this and didn't know what to expect. And we were all stuck in the house all around the world,
Absolutely.
So, it's something, I said in trouble. I've had times where I've been through some things, and it's like, what helped me get through? And it was like the music.
Yes, sir.
Music, straight
That's that
music.
common bond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was a
music,
beautiful thing,
and
man.
and it wasn't. You couldn't at that time. It's like I just couldn't come with no any kind of music. You had to come with some music for the soul and the heart, man. And
Absolutely.
me being in it, music. And it was funny because I used to DJ back in the days, and I hadn't did that since 1983.
Well, you got some people that think you new to this. You didn't grow to this. You did.
Yes, they did. Yes, you know what? It was funny because I had buddies calling me like DJs up here in Chicago. Heavyweights coming like, "Rick, they say you DJ," and I said, "No, man, I'm just playing music." They was calling a good friend of mine. They was calling Miller Chris, put it like that.
Yeah.
And Miller Chris told me, and he said he told them, he said, Brick ain't new to this music. Brick been doing this here. He
That's right.
just
That's
don't
right.
do it. And I was telling guys, I would be DJing, but I love dancing.
Right.
And it
Well,
was like,
I got one of Mellow Chris old people in here with me tonight, man. DJ YG
yeah.
Muhammad. They go back into them early days like that too.
Yes,
It
yes.
ain't nothing better than being able to, reminisce and go back to them times, man, and talk about the stuff that was going on.
And I don't mean to cut, but
No, go
I
ahead, man.
I wasn't planning on doing that. I called Mello to do it.
Oh, okay.
And when he finally called me back the night we were supposed to start, he called me and he was in the hospital sick.
Oh man.
I got him straight off the phone. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want him talking. And I said back, man, if I told you the story that got me to doing, you wouldn't believe it, man. A lot of people didn't because I didn't even have equipment to do stuff.
Yeah, some of us, we get thrust into these jobs some kind of way. I'm
Right.
guilty of it myself. I ain't gonna lie. I stumbled upon all of this. Now look at me. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah, I do understand. Sometimes it's just part of our journey, man. That's just meant to be. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yes. Yeah, because I got to meet a bunch of wonderful people. You, your wife, a lot of people, man. It was awesome to really meet y'all and we bonded on that, man. It was
No
that
doubt.
was something rough, man.
No doubt. So look at here, man. I
Okay.
also happen to have, I ain't gonna be able to show it on here tonight, but I also happen to have some real good footage of you over this weekend at the all white weekend out there in Tinley Park. You was out there
Yes.
on the get down.
Yeah.
The get down is real. Listen to me, Steppers. Yeah. Listen to me, y'all out there in Stepper land. The get down is real. Now, if you don't know what the get down is, well, we're gonna talk about that just a little bit tonight.
Okay.
Did you see, Tony? Did you see any of the video from Heroes last night? Because the get down was really real there last night.
You know what? Somebody, you know what? I got a text about that late at night, and some people who did the video.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I looked at the video, but personally, it was not like Saturday.
It was. But
the
guess
footage
what?
you
guess
got.
What? You gonna say that because you wasn't there.
No, I'm gonna say that because I know I'm a get down specialist.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
But see, the reason why, because we did it, you had a lot of the real original get downers there.
That's true.
And you had the get down females there.
Oh,
and
yes, sir.
Everybody was going to work.
And they were looking sideways.
That footage was, and I ain't saying because I'm in a lot of it, but I've been on a lot of footage.
Right.
But that particular night, that footage, and not just that, everybody was that party, particular white party. Everybody wanted to be there. And man, and like I said, it just came up, and I said it's a lot out of town. I went and asked the DJ to play some get down. I do that at all the parties because
I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I'm the one that shot that footage. So
you shot that footage, and you shot great footage. You wasn't doing all that fumbling around, and it's like I look at that. Hey, and I'm on a lot of footage. But I look at that every day. I go back to it.
In my past life, I was a videographer and a photographer. I used to do
you know what to do, right?
So I kind of had an idea where to be. But, I also just goes to show you when you've been around this game, as long as you and I have, you understand what to look for. You know what you're supposed to be shooting and what you ain't.
Exactly.
That makes a huge difference. But,
exactly.
So one of the things that I want to talk about, too, I want to get your opinion on. So when I did put that footage up, right?
Yes.
It got a huge response. In fact, in the first 3 days, I believe it got over 6,000 views.
Yes, it did.
multiple shares. I don't even remember how many, and of course a whole bunch of likes and so on. A couple of comments down that timeline were just a little bit off-putting for me, and I say that only because when we think about the way others view this dance, and it's crazy because a lot of the people in doing this dance, they come from other places and they're not from Chicago, and of course they're going to have a different opinion about what they see, because they often have been taught by someone, unfortunately, that's not even from Chicago, who doesn't understand really the culture, because you got a lot of people out here, and y'all know I've been railing about this for a couple of years now. All these people that call themselves instructors, and they're not in a position to give the whole game to steppers in the first place. So what ends up happening is you get people who make comments. I had a young lady on there who made a comment about, she said her exact words were, they're not stepping, they just doing whatever they want, which of course I took exception to, mostly because, you know, when you know where you come from and you know what this is and you understand the history of it, and it's like, it's funny we even got to talk about history, because that's a necessary thing for them, because we know what the history was. We were there.
Exactly.
So so when you start trying to explain this to other people, there's a lot of nuances and subtleties that go with it that they can't wrap their mind around. So I said all of that to say, her comment was that, you know, they doing whatever they want. It wasn't smooth, and it wasn't this, and it wasn't that. Tell me how you feel about that sort of commentary.
Well, you know what because I get a lot of that on a lot of them when we do the get down on a lot of them posts, people saying that they say a lot to you, but for that particular comment, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. Some people, you might have some people run up there who will get up there and might not be as good as others, but basically, for the most part, the main people up there like me, most majority of the people know what they're doing, and you can tell if you learn that, because see, a lot of people don't know that dance and the step, like to say, the foundation bopping, that came after that bopping, before original. The only thing they did with the original from that, they just slowed it down. You know why? Because see, everybody couldn't do that.
Exactly.
Everybody couldn't get out like that. Takes a lot of energy.
And that
takes a lot of time.
And that's my commentary to these people who make claims and say, oh, well, that ain't stepping, that ain't this and that. But the funny thing is, if they were challenged to do it, they couldn't. So
that's what it was.
You think it's doing whatever you want, but I bet you can't get up there and do it.
Man, that takes skills, mad skills. You know what I mean? You have to be good to do that. You can't know anybody just do it. You know, and I tell people that all the time. It's just so I've been doing it. I came in the game doing that. You know what I mean? That's what made me that particular dance to get down, which we was calling back then. A lot of people calling it freestyle. A lot of people called, you know, because you had a lot of us, but that was guys who was showing it, women and men showing their talents, their skills. That was different than everybody else. You know, their footwork, what stepping was all about, and that's what it is. So when a lot of people see us doing it, they don't understand it. They just don't understand it. Like I said, you have to understand it, you have to be from it. You know what I mean? You really do.
And that's the thing, you know, to be honest with you, that's kind of like what made me wanna start stepping, because you a little bit older than me. There were a few other guys that were a little older than me coming up. I'm like what you call, I guess I'm part of the second wave, if you will. And when I'd see those guys doing that thing, you know, I wanted to do it too. That was what was up. You know, I remember
it was impressive.
The first time the first time I ever knew what a bop was, I was 11 years old. I had one of my cousins. She went to Hirsch. She used to come home. Shout out to you, Martha, if you on the line. That's my cousin. She went to Hirsch, man. She would come home and she'd be like, come on, I got to practice bopping. And she had me in the dining room. We'd be in there going at it. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I got the game. Then, you know, as time went on, I had partners that was doing, they was doing the thing, and you know what I'm saying, we'd be out there on the block. Literally, it was cats that was a little older than me and my homies, like the older brothers, and man, we'd be out there drinking, and we standing around drinking on a cup or whatever, put that styrofoam cup on the ground, Jack, and start stepping around, and anybody
and
kick it
get
over,
to
you
stepping.
lose. That's how we
And
used to
see,
do, and that's how we
but that was
learned.
what
Wasn't no
stepping
count.
was. That was stepping. We called it. It was stepping, and at that particular time, that was the only stepping they was doing. Wasn't nothing else.
Wasn't
Was
nothing else.
no other kind of none you see was happening. That was what's happening. And you had a lot of people who could, like I say, couldn't do it. They stand around and watch it because it was exciting, man, to watch, man. And when you seen,
Absolutely.
people doing that particular dance to get down, like I said, what I did was I started calling to get down because when they came up with all these other names and stepping, and it was entertainment in the stepping. That's the most. If you watch them videos, you'll see. Well, if they play that kind of music, they stop and watch.
Absolutely.
Because it's entertainment.
It draw a crowd. You know what it is.
And the guys that's out there doing it, they out there showing their skills. They out there, it's like a dance battle. You out there showing who got the meanest skills, the quickest feet, the most,
Yep.
everything. So that's considered with me, and it was considered some of the best dances, man.
Well,
He did that.
I'm gonna say this. I'll be honest with you. I believe that it is going to have a resurgence. I believe that it is exciting enough that other people want to learn it. And I believe that there are going to be people who will get away from, I ain't gonna say get away from their basic, but they will begin to break away and start to learn more movement. And I think that this thing is gonna actually take on another life, if you will, a second coming, so to speak.
And that's one of the reasons why, if I'm at a party, I be the only one. You'll never see I'm going up to the DJ and I'm gonna ask him play some because it's one of the foundations, and it's like I say, it's good to do. When you learn how to do, you have fun. You enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Whether people that don't do it, they don't understand. But when we get up there, man, I'm 58 years old, and you see me up there, I enjoy it, man.
And move better than some of these young folks.
And it's got that hip because of that. That's got a lot to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You out there, it's got a lot to do with it.
I remember
man.
one time I was talking to Ty Skippy, and we was joking around, and he's, man, I dance every day. I'm in the grocery store, I dance with the shopping cart, and if you look at him dance, you can believe it.
Yeah, you have to. We don't kind of like him. Be at some point in time in the day.
Now? He got to be what, 60 something, or 60 at least 60.
Ty Skippy probably about 62, 61, 62. He ain't that old.
Moving like that.
Yeah.
Run circles around a 30-year-old. Quit playing.
See, I was them cats, and see, they were a few years older than me. But like I said, I was getting down, and they had to respect my get down because I was a little colder guy, man.
And you can get out. Get down.
Yeah, so they accepted me, man. They let me get out with them. I took off, man. But like I say to people, and it's good to learn. Like you said, it's gonna be. That's why we do it, to keep it going, so people could see it, they'll understand it. Because at one point in time, the majority of the steppers back then, that's all they was doing. They wasn't doing no other stepping. None of this original, none of that stuff you see now. It was came out the bottle, which came through the 80s, probably the early 80s. They changed, slowed it down. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, now this is what we was doing. All the steppers in Chicago was doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a prediction right now that, and I guess I didn't see this coming, but I'm gonna make a prediction right now. The rest of 2021, I believe, as far as stepping is concerned, is going to be epic. I think that there are going to be things happening that we haven't seen in a long time. I thoroughly enjoyed watching you, Pete, Celeste, and everybody else that participated in that video I shot on Saturday have fun. That right there, that video I watched last night at Heroes, when Scorpio and Ty Skippy and Sean Bandy and several other individuals was in there straight up getting down. And I mean, they was tearing it up. They was having fun. That's the part of the
That's what
dance
it
that
is.
we've lost.
And
That's
they don't
got to come
understand
back.
it. They don't understand. People don't understand. When we get up there, we get up there to have fun, to dance, show the people, because like I say, this being in Chicago is the Mecca, man. We gotta bring it like that.
That's right.
Like no
Absolutely.
other. When y'all see us do this, if it don't amaze you, if it's gonna make you say something negative, you not enter this dance.
That's it.
Because see, you should be able to accept whatever they do in this dance that's been going on, like I said before my time.
And
A lot of
the
time.
only people who have trouble accepting it are those who didn't come from it. And so they want to try and reinvent the wheel, and that's not going to happen. I don't know how
It's
many
not
people I
going
done tried to tell and have, who get these ideas about what they going to turn stepping into, and they want to add a step here, and they want to do this and do that. That's not how this works. If you don't understand the foundation of this dance, you don't know, if you did understand it, they would understand that you're not getting ready to move this. I tell people all the time, Steppin don't need you. Steppin don't need nobody. Steppin gonna be here. Because
I tell them that all the
there's
time.
people up in Chicago that been doing this all their life.
Yeah.
And you don't know them. They ain't on these shows like Inside Steppin. They ain't at all the parties. They not traveling around the country. And they will come out every blue moon and cut everybody's head in the room.
As yes you are. A lot of people don't know that. It's people that I mean super bad that you never even see.
You don't see them.
They'll come out to a set somewhere every blue moon.
Yep.
And when you see them dance, you be like, man,
Standing
that's
with your
bad.
mouth open.
Bad. And hold on, I know everybody up here in Chicago. And right now today, man, I'll still see some guys that I know were before me. And when they dance, man, they dance like none other. You know what I mean?
That's it. So yeah, well, I'm looking forward to. I think the rest of the year. I was kind of skeptical about everything happening after COVID and how we were going to adjust, but right now they're still talking about the potential for a resurgence of this thing.
Right, exactly.
Hopefully we don't have to shut it all back down. But I'll be honest with you, it's in our nature to be comfortable with one another because people need people, and we all live off each other. And so when we get to the point where we have to cover up and we can't touch each other and all that kind of thing, it'll play on anybody's psyche. So I'm glad to be able to be out and move around, and I'm hoping that things don't turn bad, and I hope people are able to make it through all of this, and we can just kind of go on like we've been going on and enjoy our lives. That'd be
right. So, well, a lot of I see that too, and with some people, we just have to keep the faith, do the best we can do on our parts. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people have did what they had to do to get through this here. Like you and me, you and I, we made it,
Absolutely.
man.
We made it through, though.
And everybody who you see, and it's like we still have to be kind of cautious around certain people,
right?
Certain places, who don't really care. Because there's some people don't really care nothing about us. No, they don't care nothing about leaving.
Their damn self, so they don't care.
They don't care about leaving here. That's what I mean.
No, sir. No, look, like some of them got a death wish. Quit playing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now, I want to address one more topic before we call it a night. We ain't gonna do a whole hour tonight. This is the inaugural show, ladies and gentlemen. If you just tuned in, Inside Steppin is back. We're gonna be doing big things this year. We will be covering a lot of the major events. We will be on deck, interviewing and talking and just following the whole Steppin world. So y'all get ready for that. But right quick, I wanna go ahead, and I'm getting ready to add some sauce to this thing right quick, because somebody toes finna get stepped on. And you know how folks are. I'm just saying, somebody toes gonna get stepped on. I ain't saying his name. Anyway, so this weekend, I noticed I had a person near me who we put there deliberately because it was a moment of observance. Who is, like we just talked about, somebody who's been around the stepping game a very long time. Nobody knew her. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody, she wasn't no popular person, none of that. But she could go. And when she approached a few people who I think consider themselves to be of the sort of elite of steppers,
yeah,
she got snubbed. And that got me to thinking, Well, it already was thinking about it. That's why we kind of did this. And I find it interesting that there are individuals who literally won't dance with people that they don't know. And these are people who call themselves instructors. So, and of course, all of them, we're not talking about people from home, but although my wife did have an experience with someone at home who snubbed her. And we thought that was pretty interesting. So I said all of that to say, or to get your opinion about, let's say, for example, these people weren't, that they were, people who are trying to learn to dance and they want to get the dance. Why should they be afraid to approach certain individuals to get an opportunity to improve their dance by dancing with someone who is a better dancer? What do you think about it?
They should. You know what? And it's funny. I tell women this all the time that's new to stepping or trying to better their stepping. I tell them to approach the guys and the people like that because that's how you get better. But when you have guys doing that, man, I don't have no respect for that.
Oh, neither do I.
We are, the guys in the elite, not just that, them women, they look up to us. They come out to dance. You should dance with them. You should have, even if they don't know how to dance. I don't care if they. I'm always on the floor helping someone, showing them something if I see they doing it wrong.
Right, quick, and that's the way it should be, Tony. But right quick. Also, to add to that, one of the listeners, Miss Val Wells, just made a comment, and she said, "Please tell it to those who want to put ballroom moves into stepping." You got some people that are attempting to infiltrate the steppers community with ballroom, swing out. I haven't seen anybody graystoning, but what do you think about like I said, they're not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm just saying.
Right. They're not going to, this is what I tell people to be creative. And you can do that, you can do really that's what I tell people. If you can do all that and keep your foundation with step, when you dancing with the basics, with the, like I said, we don't do no count. And you just keep your rhythm. See, because you'll see, like say, you might see me dance with somebody. You'll see a totally different dance what you see because I improvise. I'm always creative. But I'm staying within my boundaries. I'm back out and I'll talk to them and tell them, look, I might do this, but I'm gonna be back with you, okay? Yeah. I ain't gonna be over here and I ain't gonna be over there.
I ain't gonna leave you.
I don't want to throw you off from doing because I'm creative. But I'm stepping, I just improvise in between my rhythm, with the beats and the music. And I tell people that you might get a lot of us like that who do. We do a lot of different moves. We do different stuff. Mm-hmm. But if you got somebody out there and you got to change your dance because they out there doing something, you don't need to be dancing with them.
Right, absolutely.
You really don't.
Well, now I'm gonna take this quick moment and I'm gonna give a shout out to who I think I just thought of this. I'm gonna call this dude the dancer of the month. Just some stuff I observed. Two things I observed about this guy. Number one was, I just told you we had a mystery dancer. He did take the time and dance with this person. And it was a good dance. He also, every time you see a get down, you see Sean Bandy. That man is, to me, what the future of stepping potentially looks like.
Yeah.
He's in the younger generation, but he is an excellent example of what should be happening as far as the movement of this dance goes forward.
That's my son, man. Hey, you know what? What you just said was perfect. You said I could have said it better because what he does, Sean does everything, man.
Yes, sir.
He catch on like absorb thing, Joe. You know, you show it to him, he got it. But he takes it, and that's what we did as the older guy. We pass it down to him.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
you'll see him do a lot of us, you'll see him do a lot of our older heavy hitter stuff, and he does it well. And the thing about it, he wants to do. You see him always out there.
Yes,
I tell a
sir.
lot of other guys,
He's
you
a
got to
student
do
of the
that.
game.
Yeah, because when I came in the game and talked, I was him. I was him coming in the game. You couldn't get I made them line up all the way out the door to dance with me because I wanted to be the best and I wanted to do as far as it came with to get there because like I said, that was my thing, to do that. You know what I'm saying? To get out there, that was we call that showtime.
Yes, sir.
That's showtime, man. So when you got that, man, when you get that under your belt, ain't nothing, no kind of stepping like that, man. I promise you, man. And everybody want to learn. And like I tell people, even if you want to learn it, you got to come to Chicago. If you come to
That's right.
Chicago and you see me somewhere out and something you want to know, say something. I'll show it to you right there because it don't take all that to do that.
And
It don't take no weeks and all that.
and now there you
I
go.
yeah.
And I'm glad you brought that up because let me just say this: for anybody that's watching this show, anybody that's gonna watch this show, if you have not been to Chicago, say that again, DJ YG. What? If you haven't been to Chicago, you need to take a trip to Mecca. If you haven't done that, then your stepping game is incomplete. And I'm gonna and there's no real way for me to explain that. But I can tell you for sure, unequivocally, I have met and been involved with multiple people who literally told me that after they went to Chicago, it changed the whole game for them. It changed the game because they then understood. They understood the community. They understood the atmosphere. They understood the differences.
Right. And coming up here to see Steppin and the history and the dances and just the culture and the parties. It's like going to a Black History Museum or going to see
Yeah.
to Lorraine Motel to see about Martin Luther King. If you want to see about Steppin, you come in. When you come here, it's not one day. You're gonna go somewhere.
That's right.
And you're gonna see if you don't see all the best, you're gonna see some of the best. You're gonna see some of the best dance. You're gonna see all the dances, and you're gonna see the people who you hear about, and you're gonna
That's
see
right.
some people that you never heard about.
Every day
That's
of the
really
week.
yeah, every day
It
of
ain't
the
a
week.
it ain't a day gonna go by. You can't find somewhere to step in Chicago.
Exactly.
From
Now
Sunday
you
to
do
Sunday,
know.
Jack.
Now you know we got to get down coming up, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
Right.
go on and announce that. Talk about it right
We
now.
got to get if you would love to come Chicago, we got to get this is the get down contest, stepping contest,
Mm-hmm.
where we pay our $5,000 cash to the steppers for bopping. You see all the dances from bopping, walking, freestyle, original, new school, the legends, the icon, August 27th, Grown As One production at the Grand Ballroom in Chicago. No cut, no watered down, nothing. You get the real
The
dances. You get
uncut.
all the best dances. And we out here doing. And you get not just that we doing demonstrations, so people really know. And like I say, while you're in there, man, you're gonna get the best food, the best time. You're gonna get Chef Tony B is me. I'm playing for the contest and I'm
Chef,
cooking the
you
food.
you you catering the event too?
Yes, I am.
Hey man, let me hold something.
What you mean? Hey,
I know you. I
you can
know
get it, man.
you
I ain't
getting
gonna
all the
worry
money,
about
man.
it.
Let me hold something.
I ain't gonna worry about it. Hold on. And I'm DJing for the contest.
And you DJ. Look at you, boy. Can't be like you when I grow up.
Hey, y'all made me come out of retirement. They started calling me after this shut down, get down there. We speak at 9 o'clock. If you're not doing anything, the shut down, get down weekend edition tonight at 9 o'clock. That's me playing
Y'all hear that? You heard
all,
it here first.
all the
The
best.
shutdown get
All
down
the
is live
chorus is the
tonight on
best
Tony
music
Boyd's
right here.
page. Y'all better get there.
You
Don't
can
meet
get
me
to
there.
Tony
Beat me there.
Boyd or you can get to Tony Anthony. They're gonna be rolling on both pages.
Hey, you got you got a Tony, you got a request back here. DJ YG say make sure you play Green Onion.
Hey, look here. Hey, they gonna get all that, man. I got faith. But you look here, man. I play that when don't nobody else play. That's the stuff I play,
That's
man.
right, goddamn
Because
it.
the people need to know the music, man. You
Nah,
know, they
that's
need to
right.
know
That's right.
not
That's
just
and that's
this
one of the
music,
lessons.
man. You know,
That's one of the lessons that they don't get.
yeah.
Because these
You know,
people
they
don't
don't
teach
get
them about the music. They don't
if you
understand that.
listen to the music and see a lot of times people think we don't. James Brown ain't just always that, but James Brown give you that funk. James
Yes, sir.
Brown make you get up and
Every
you don't
time.
even think. If you ain't got to know how to dance and you hear James Brown, you get up.
You gonna bob
So
your head or something. You gonna
you
chair
gonna
dance. You
you
gonna do
gonna you
something.
gonna do
You
something.
gonna move something. Now, my man, look, we got one of the Texas boys on with us right now. Mr. Devin Smith. He say every time he go to Chicago, he fall in love with Steppin all over again. Hey, that now
Hey man, Devin,
you can't make it no
I
clearer than that.
now I seen Devin over here doing it. He doesn't think I seen him doing some get down on the sideline over there. I
Oh,
think
really?
I
Okay.
seen it. I
Okay.
seen the footwork. Hey Brian, I watch everybody. I
Nah.
watch you because you know I see a lot of these guys that y'all know that's the heavy hitters that's out here struck. I watch them come in, man, and I let them know when they first started, and I see the improvement that you were getting better. You get better. Keep on doing what you do. I encourage guys, man, because guys did that to me, man. And one thing about it, I love to see people get it because when you get it, you will share somebody with somebody else.
That's right.
That's
Well,
why
you know
I
what they
do that,
say.
man.
Steel
I
sharpen
share, man.
steel and men sharpen men.
Man, I used to teach. It's just that I've been so busy, I don't. And like I said, when I teach you, you're gonna learn in one day. I'm gonna make sure that
Nah.
one day,
Yeah, instead of taking
one
all these
day.
endless workshops and endless
Yeah,
lessons and
I ain't get right.
yeah,
It
we
didn't
out
take
there.
all that. One good day, a lot of good reps, and you'll have it. I promise you.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, man. Let me see what other upcoming events we got. Speaking since Devin was on here, Mr. Smith, they got Black and Bling is coming
Black
up
and
here in
bling.
August. Uh,
Leave us the 18th all through the 22nd, if
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. Yeah,
18th through the 20th.
I'll be there. I'll be there. If
Okay,
you're in
okay.
Texas, be there. We bringing the get down to Texas.
Damn it, man. I
We
love when the
coming
get
to
down
Texas.
come to Texas. No,
They
no
gonna give
game.
us some get down. I know they like getting down,
Bring me a little
kicking
bit of
boots.
home. Hey,
And I'm gonna be
bring
hold
me a
on. I'm
bring
gonna be getting down in my boots. They better play some get down for
yeah. Look, bring me a half dark when you come. Look, going
me.
over there to Harold's, bring me a half dark,
Go to
baby.
hell. I'm gonna ship you one.
Yeah.
Get you right.
At least throw me a couple of them White Castles in your bag or something. Look.
Yeah. I'm always taking somebody something right out of town.
Now I wanna
Popcorn.
also say coming up, I'm gonna put this out here because that's my man Nike got that Texas Heat coming up here in October, around the 1st of
Yeah.
October. Man, that's gonna be a hell of a show right there. The get down gonna be real up in there too.
I'm coming, man.
You
I'm
need
coming
to
to everything
you
they
need
have
to come on
because
down, man.
I'm burning up the trail. I got to get back out here, man. I
There you
got to.
go. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I laid low for a lot of years, man, and they start killing, killing our thing. I said I can't let them do it,
Well,
man.
you know
So I,
what, and that's what's necessary right now. The people who pioneered this thing, the people
yeah,
who've been there, the people who got decades in this, they need to come
yes.
on out and show everybody how this is done. So, because if we ain't careful, we too much is getting lost in translation. It's too much is getting lost in the confusion.
You got to get the exposure. That's why I do what I do to expose it, to put it out there for people so they'll really know, And I don't undercut nobody. I just want them to. This is my thing. Put it out there right. Put it all out there. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
I don't care
Absolutely.
whatever go. If new, like I said, all new dances came like our dance came. We came in with
Right.
it. It was a newer version.
That's right.
Like I said, different
Cause you
variations,
know them,
but.
cause you know them folks that was bopping was probably talking real bad about Stepples.
Yeah, hold on. Let me say something to you before you know. I got six older brothers
Oh, okay.
than me. I
There you
got
go.
it was eight boys and two, but six of them used to cut me up. You tell me, boy, you ain't doing nothing. I was doing the splits and all that with it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh
They
huh.
was bopping, they was cool. And I was like, man, y'all ain't doing nothing. They talk about me bad, you know what I mean? Until I got to doing what they was doing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, they was like that, man. But you know what? They didn't knock us. They didn't know. And then after so long, they started liking it, man. They started watching us, and man, they started
And
cheering us
stepping
on
is
because it
addictive,
was
man.
entertainment, man.
Stepping is addictive. It's the kind of dance, man. People will say something about it, or don't like it, and the next thing you know, they trying to do it. Man, I done seen that happen countless times. I done seen people come from other dance genres, talk about they ain't gonna never be no stepper, and next thing you know, that's all they doing. Man, this dance is addictive. That's why it done went national. That's why you got people all over the country that want to learn it.
Man, the dancing and the music.
And
You know, it's
especially the
nothing.
music.
It's nothing. The music, like I said, even before we was really stepping, the music was just awesome music. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just that we started dancing to it, like I said, you know, and the dance went with the music, man. You know, like I say, man, we liked it. And you was able to talk to a girl then. You was able to get a girl you could talk to then. You know what I mean? A lot of guys did that for that reason, man. You know, you were able, a girl wouldn't talk to you just trying to talk to her. But if you went out stepping,
Boy,
she
look,
might step with you.
you had
That's
to
a
beat them off.
chance.
Beat them off you with a stick. Quit playing.
Right.
Well, some of these guys done figured that out because a couple of them done lost their mind. They done learned how to step and they can't.
Yeah,
They
they
run
don't
around
go
and get out here
crazy
and get
about it,
themselves in
man.
trouble in the community with all these women doing
I be
way
having to
too
carry,
much.
I be having to carry a rope and catch some of my little buddies. I'm like, man, slow down, take it easy. You're gonna be all right.
That's right.
Even with, hey, I had to do it with my little buddy when it started. I said, you can't do that. You's a dancer. You need them legs, okay?
See what I'm
Hey,
saying?
right, right.
You already know.
So now, hey, man, it's all right. But like I said, to those who don't understand, come up here to understand. You'll get a better grip on it. You know, you keep watching. And like I said, when you see us dance, even with guys, let me say this. Can I say this on the show, man?
You can say
Ain't
whatever you
nothing,
need to say, brother.
ain't listen. Ain't nothing gay about nobody you see up there doing that get down. And the majority of us up there, man, if you knew our background, you wouldn't even say that.
Woo, man. Say that again, bro.
That's serious, man.
You know what I told somebody?
I get that a lot, man, with them posts and people say that it's no, sometimes you might not see women up there because they don't want to get up there with it because we burning rubber up there.
Man.
You know what I mean? And they don't want to get up there, man. We got heat. You got to have the stamina and you got to have the energy. And you won't see me, it's very few women you'll see me grab because I like to do that right. It's a right way and it's a wrong way.
That's right. Be out there hitting them gigs. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I told somebody the other day. I was telling I can't remember who the hell I was talking to, but we was discussing, you know, these people with some of these comments about that dance.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you know, just proof that a lot of this they don't understand really what's going on. If they knew, like what you just said, if they knew the background to some of these people, they would be cautious about what they say and who they say.
They would be.
Aside
and that's why I had to calm
I told
them down,
him, I said,
man.
what they need to understand is these are not dancers. These is cats out the streets that happen to dance.
Sam Chapman just did a show tonight with Reggie Miles.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't see it, what he said in the beginning, Sam Chapman is the icon.
Yes, sir.
And he told how he brought this together. And the Godfather brought it, but he told where it come from and who he brought it to. Not one time did he say nobody. It was funny. Everybody he brought to that table was gangsters.
That's right.
And into the streets.
Absolutely.
And he just brought them together to get along with each other.
Right.
But wasn't nothing funny about nobody doing this, man.
That's all it was.
You know, see, you from here, they don't understand.
Well, and that's why it's our job, Tony, to make sure that because so many people they're missing the critical elements of stepping, because 50% of it is the moves. The other 50% is the culture, the clothes, the understanding, the history, the music.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more that goes with this than just them 8 steps. So, and the 8 steps was put in place so that people who couldn't do it could learn to at least be able to be on the floor with everybody else.
All right. And I tell people all the time, even who do that, because they'll come to me and do the 8 step, it immediately. I try to get them off there because I said you cannot really focus on dancing and that music when you're trying to focus on the count.
That's right.
It's not going to happen. That's why you had them problems. Just I teach people simple forms. With any dance we learn, I don't care if it's a fast dance, we don't count. We just watch, we do it until we get it.
That's right.
Even
you watch the pattern of that the same way you watch them people that learn that line dance and they don't be standing there
right.
no line dance.
How you gonna do that line dancing and still it's the same thing.
That's it.
The exact. Don't let nobody fool you. It's the exact same The same thing you got to do.
And you got
Watch,
people who try to
learn, do
overcomplicate
it.
this thing so they
Yeah.
can keep getting that money. But the fact is, it ain't nothing really complicated about it. It's about coordination. And when you learn how to make yourself move in that coordination and you build muscle memory, then it becomes second nature.
And it becomes easier. It becomes so easy. I tell a lot of times, I'll stand in front of a whole class and I won't start counting out. What I do is just start the basics. And I tell them to do, watch me. Watch me. When you're ready to get in, just do what I'm doing. And you believe me, when I get through with them classes, I come out, they be gone. They be gone. I had a dude teaching for 6 weeks. He called me, them same people, and they was over. He got mad at me because the class didn't have to come back no more, right? Right. But I said, you called me to teach to help you. I'm trying to get these people ready to dance. It don't take all that, man.
No, it don't.
Just get out there and dance and practice. You got it. You got this mandatory.
That's the key
mandatory.
word right there. Practice.
Yeah, that's
Practice,
mandatory.
practice, practice.
Yeah,
Anything
just
you
a
want to
little
be good
bit.
at, you got to practice.
You don't need a partner to get up and practice the basics.
No, sir.
I showed y'all for 5 months when I jumped up out them seats and there when nobody. What's up, time, my sister? But you can dance by yourself. You don't need that to practice the basics because that's all it is. Anything else is on you. You know, it's what you put into it. You know what I mean? No, we didn't come in with all that. We started creating once we locked them basics down. We took it to creating then. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing no creating and you don't know the basics. You ain't got that like to stop. Stop it. Stop. That's what I'm gonna tell whoever on here, whoever you show this to. Learn and lock the basics down before you do. You're supposed to lock that down before you even do any turn.
Yeah.
Serious. Because you come out, you go into turns from it, and you come out of turns into it. And you got to know what to come into. When you come back, you got to know what to come back to.
That's it.
That's it, man. You know. So,
well, Tony,
like
look here, man.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for coming on and hanging out with me. You got anything else you want to drop?
No, like I say, if y'all not busy, you want to hear some good music, you out of town, go to Tony Bourne or Tony Anthony. We getting down tonight. The shutdown, get down
is real, and it starts at 9 o'clock.
Backed by popular demand with the chef himself. That's me, Chef Tony B. I appreciate it, man.
DJ
YG,
DJ YG Muhammad say he's sending you a friend request. Make sure you hit him. Let him
Hey, Muhammad. Check both of them pages because they plugged. I'll open them up so people can go.
DJ Mello, hey man, y'all come on over here, man. Come on over here, fellas. Look, I got a studio audience tonight. I got DJ YG over my show. Look, y'all.
YG, what's up, man? Y'all come on, man. Come on, check. I'm gonna get out, man. Ain't no secret. Y'all know that. I'm gonna get out for you. That's what I do, man. I play it so they'll know it. You know. Yeah. Right. See, they hear enough from these DJs of new. I play the coldest they make, man. Y'all come on, check it out. All right. Okay. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Look here.
All right, Tony. I appreciate you, dog. Holla at you soon.
All right, peace, man.
Be easy. Bourne. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you got it here first. The shutdown, get down is going down at 9 tonight on Tony Bourne's page. He gonna get it in like he did all through COVID. He gonna play the music for you. He gonna make it do what it do, y'all. So make sure you get hook yourselves up with that. It'll be a treat, and he'll play you to sleep. Please believe it, because when everybody else is you be sitting there listening to your music, and man, before you know it, you be done fell asleep. I do it all the time. That's how come I know. But a lot of events coming up, y'all. Like I said, we got Black and Bling here in August. We got Walter Lane's party down in Florida. We got the Texas Heat coming in October. We got World's Largest coming in September, and a few others in between. And if I forgot your event, do not hit me in the head. I apologize. Charge it to my head and not to my heart, because I love all y'all and I want everybody to have a good time. Oh, September also, Alabama. Pony Mac set out there in Alabama. We're gonna see about making it out there to that one too. So y'all, listen, I appreciate everybody. I thank you for tuning in. Inside Steppin is back. We're gonna be bigger, we're gonna be better, and we're gonna bring you a lot more information. All about the people, the music, the culture, the politics, and everything else that goes with this dance. We're going to bring it to you right here. on Inside Steppin'. So I want to say thank you all. I want everybody to have yourselves a wonderful evening. We will be back again next Friday, 7 o'clock sharp. Peace out, y'all.